So this was showing up on my feed. So while he was drawing every day for a year, I didn't draw at all for a year. I did the total opposite. I want to see his art journey. I think it'll be really interesting. So let's check this one out. Ready?
I drew every day for a year. What's the progress? Was it worth it? So this all started as a random idea. I wanted to make a progression video and I picked art because I thought it was easy to track. Like I'll draw for 30 days, I can show the first day and then I can compare it to the last day. That'll be interesting to see. Did I make progress? People were so encouraging on the video and I really enjoyed picking up drawing.
Look, the baby's stuck because he's a papa.
I kept going and I did a 100-day one and people enjoyed it even more. There was no way I was gonna stop. I had to do at least a year. And here we are. Being here, I have so many emotions. I was gonna stop.
Day 98 is already so good. I also love that he does it with like traditional materials too.
Here we are. Being here, I have so many emotions. I am happy.
Yeah.
All right, let's.
Why did he laugh like that? Was he like being like, that's too, I don't know, vague? Like not specific?
Dig into it. Let's watch. Sorry, my nails. This is where it all started. 365 days ago. Day 1.
You know, I wish I kept my drawings more like this. It's just so cool to look back to.
A self-portrait?
The self-portrait?
Some
Is that his baby?
Yes. Yes.
Day 2.
Man, this is nice to watch.
Isn't that insane? He went from here to like the girl we saw, but that was like 98 days or something. So imagine where he's at now. Maybe I should try drawing. Yes! I think that's why this video was so also like received so well. Because it like probably inspired a ton of people to either get back to drawing or start drawing a little bit.
Like, okay, some are not terrible. This gives me confidence.
Wait, hold on.
Like, okay.
This reminds me of the guy in Elden Ring. Let me solo her. Yeah, it reminded me of that guy. Already drawing Elden Ring fan art. I see it.
Here's when I started to look up tutorials and stuff
He even created a new Pokemon.
online. So you think it'd be better, but they all kind of look like they have some sort of allergy. Like they ate a lobster and they have a seafood allergy. The chin is very big. I probably would have made it something more like...
Okay, he's already fixing stuff.
Damn, I drew so hard. I can't erase. Damn, such a simple change and it's already so much better. I realize, and maybe other people have said this too, but drawing is more about training your brain to see rather than actually technical with your hand.
Write that down. I think that's probably a good advice because when I used to draw, something that I started doing that really quickly improved my art. I think the simple thing of me flipping my canvas quite often to see it in like a different direction. I was just flipping my canvas, you know, every now and then. And doing that alone made my art better. So him saying it's like about training your eyes, training your brain to see, that kind of lines up with my personal experience when I was trying to improve.
That's a misconception I had. But after 30 days, this was the progress of my first video. I was so happy with it.
It's insane, his improvement. Look at this. It's so cute. It's so funny that as soon as he got better, he started drawing anime girls. Anime girls are fun to draw.
This was the progress of my first video. I was so happy with it, and I
love how they're so expressive.
I think I should be, because the progress is definitely there.
It's so crazy. Like even this one, how like she's holding the gun, the pose, and it's so good in 30 days.
And yeah, I think I should be, because the progress is definitely there.
And hands are so hard to draw.
So this is my progress after 82 days. 84.
I love that.
And I really think here's where I peaked in terms of if you wanted to just improve as much as possible in the shortest time. I think just adding colors on papers is so satisfying to look at that it kind of forgives a lot of the anatomy errors, the poor line work, the sketches still being there. Like, it's just nice to look at regardless. But yeah, this is the last thing I drew for my 100-day video, and so yeah, it's cute. I did it. I drew something. So let's check the progress from there on. That's wrong. First of all, don't do what I did. I just kept drawing the same things.
Hold on. Wait, no, there was one
don't
that I like.
do what I
like this one where she's just munching. I like that one a lot. That's really cute.
I just kept drawing the same things.
They're a little different
Anime
though.
girl.
Like different angle, different hair. But I guess the face is kind of not that
Anime
different.
girl.
It's
Too
okay.
much anime.
It's okay.
Just bad. Just bad. I was trying to be technical and like give myself notes so I can improve.
Well, maybe the expressions end up being kind of same. Friend! I haven't watched this anime still, but I heard it's really good. If you draw the same thing over and over, you refine your technique. Yeah, exactly. The only thing I would say is he kind of only does like up to the shoulder. I think he does different expressions and angles, but maybe if you practiced different poses a little bit, it would have felt more opportunity to learn more.
I wanted to be more consistent. I think that's why I kept doing
That
this.
makes sense.
But if I had to redo it, absolutely not. This is where I should have moved on to something else. I should have just drawn anything else. And eventually I did. I really wanted to draw more color, but it takes so much time to do
So
that. And
pretty. He does hair really well.
I really felt like I needed mileage more than anything. So just adding a little bit of
So
color,
cute.
sure, we'll ink it.
How do
but
we commission PewDiePie? Do you know? How do I get art drawn by PewDiePie?
that's
so
the
cool.
most effort I'm gonna get into. Yeah, just sketching random
hair
stuff I
so
find
well.
online.
It looks so
Finally,
Oh.
finally, I move on.
No way. Everyone, he's gonna draw anime boys.
And I draw boys. This is the boys arc.
Let's go.
I
That's
do
not
so
what I
much,
expected. Cute!
Guys from anime because I thought I drew so
Okay,
many
this is
mangas.
exciting.
You probably
But
recognize
why
these.
does he draw way more poses than all of a
I
sudden
think
for
this is
guys?
Jujutsu Kaisen. I think, you know, this is a good time for me to address a couple things
It's kind
from
of
my
funny though, the girls, when he was drawing, they were all like dainty expressions, and the guys, we were progressing.
from my last video, and one of them is just a huge thanks to other YouTubers that reacted to my video. I think that was so cool
Why?
to see and actually get encouraged by
good.
professionals. I really appreciated that.
Oh, that's so good though. Like he probably received way more feedback than like a single artist could receive. Not just like randoms online, but people who with the art channels, they're obviously gonna be actually way more helpful. They're gonna give like way more practical advice too. That must have been so nice.
Another thing was that people said I had an art background. That was like a rumor that went around, and I guess I take that as a compliment, but no, I do not. I have not studied art. That was the whole point of this video. I was not being disingenuous.
And so the little blobby guy, I don't know why, but I like this. It's holding a little strawberry.
I have not drawn since I was a kid, but I loved doing Photoshop. Before YouTube, I loved Photoshopping images and creating artworks that way. So maybe in a sense that helped. But I think the biggest sort of thing that helped is that I'm actually old.
He's doing like a big environment now, like big scene, instead of just zoomed into the character on this one.
Older. Like I'm 35 now, and I think if I did this thing when I was younger, I would not have seen the same improvement. But I also think, you know, the improvement I had, anyone can achieve. Like I wanted my video to be inspiring for other people to do the same thing. Like that's my goal. Like people say anyone can draw, and I truly believe that. Oh, and by the way, I wrote a blog post. Yes, I write blog posts now.
No
It's
way.
just more details about my favorite type of notebooks, my favorite kind of pens.
He's
If I
gonna
were
become an art content creator, for real, not just like as a one-off. He has a blog for art stuff.
to do this challenge again, what would I do differently?
I really
How
I like his glasses too. This is super
to remain
well.
consistent, all these sort of stuff. If you wanted to do this challenge yourself, I recommend checking that out. I just didn't want to get too much detail in this video. But an insecurity of mine was brewing, which was
But why?
I couldn't, like if I wanted to draw anime style. Sorry, it's hard to see here. You start with a circle, you draw a middle line, you
I
draw with
wonder when he'll get into digital art, because he seems to only stay traditional, which is really cool and probably also helped with tracking all his old works too. I'm interested to see his digital art too. PewDiePie is just everything content creator. He's actually really cool. I like him. He seems very honest and funny and just kind of down to earth.
guys are gonna be, you kind of figure out how The chin is gonna be the nose, the mouth, the ear.
I wanna get back to drawing, but I'm intimidated. I used to know where I wanna put stuff, but I don't know if I'll remember like this.
And then you're swirling some hair really quick. This method is so helpful because when you draw, it's all about balance. Like if I drew directly, same thing, and anything is like out of proportion, the whole thing just kind of looks weird. So to draw directly, it was so difficult. So I bought this pen. This pen is amazing. It's a brush pen, and if you squeeze it...
Is he linking his affiliate links with these products? He totally could.
Ink comes out, and you can draw really slim lines or really thick lines really quickly. And I told myself I was gonna force myself to use this pen, even though it looks like shit. I was gonna really like, I'm gonna use this pen. I need to learn how to draw without the whole circle thing again.
Oh.
At least that's what I wanted to do.
So he's trying to draw without having to draw the guideline. Oh, that's a good challenge.
And it took some time.
See, it took him time too.
It felt like taking 100 steps back, but that's how you have to improve. You know, you have to get out of your comfort zone. But I think eventually I started to sort of get the hang of it, and you can get kind of really quickly satisfying result with the high contrast. I really enjoyed. So I did some manga panels, and yeah, it feels like I'm looking at a manga. It's really cool. Getting more comfortable. It's still so hard with proportions, man. Like anything is slightly off, it's gonna suck. So yeah, this felt like a little side quest, but I'm glad I took it. And yeah, it was really fun. But what I should have been doing is draw other things as well. Okay. I did find it amazing, like how I could all of a sudden, even though I never practiced drawing a cloud, I could draw a cloud better than I ever could. So that's cool. Okay, I'm done. But I think something finally sparked in me where before I was like, okay, I just want to draw for the sake of drawing. I don't have any interest in anything. I started drawing manga panels. I started drawing perspective, and I wanted to understand these things. Drawing landscapes. This is Nihei. I love his work so much. So finally, after, I don't know, 300 days of drawing, I picked up an art book. I should have done this ages ago. So I picked up a couple art books.
Wait, I'm still confused because this is Japanese and this is Korean. So is it like they translated one version to another? But he's in Japan, so it's probably... I don't know.
Done this. But I really enjoyed this one, Taco, because I enjoyed the style of it. Obviously, everyone has different preferences. I think if you were to be a professional artist, you probably want to pick like a human anatomy book and really study it. But for me, it's just supposed to be fun. And I think if I'm having fun, I will remain consistent. So at least that's what I was trying to focus on. I picked up books about perspective because I want to learn and I want to understand this. And I think finally that clicked in me. It went from me just wanting to sketch whatever to, no, I actually want to understand these things so I can draw them better. And I wish I did that sooner. Again, this felt like taking so many steps back because I had no clue how to draw a body. Like zero. I had not practiced it at all. I had sketched so much, and I still, it feels embarrassing to admit this, but like everyone was so amazed by my 101 that I felt like, okay, well, my year one has to be really good, right? Like, but progress isn't a straight line. Like, I think I was being too hard on myself where I was getting close to a year and I'm like, I don't have anything to show for it. I drew a full body one. And I'm like comparing it to my 80-day one, and I'm like, the 80-day one is still better. Even though it's just like full body, it's still better. I see. So yeah, if you want to improve, you have to kind of go through the pain of sucking again, I guess. Because it really felt like, oh, cool. Like,
so even if it may not have like improved so much compared to his green-haired girl version, over time he probably solidified it, made it more of his own, that he can have that kind of result more consistently. I don't think it's for nothing, just because the full body girl that he drew earlier and the green-haired girl, they don't seem so dramatically apart from each other in improvement. I don't think there was none because he probably came to like own it more.
I drew for this much and I don't have anything to show for it. I think I wanted to learn to draw and actually understand anatomy. Before, it didn't matter to me. It was just a hobby, but now I'm like, I want to actually know, like, how do you draw legs? How do you draw different expressions? How do you draw, what is this? You've all been waiting for the return of... What is it? User Slash is back!
I thought it was actually him discovering something he drew in the past and being like, what was I thinking? But this is on the app.
G Fuel Energy Formula,
got to read
PewDiePie
it.
Yuzu flavor, Japanese lemon, delicious is back, along with Fear Face, where you can get Ghost Fest, Stab Stimulant, Caramel Apple, and Halloween Edition Watermelon Lemonade.
Yeah.
Lemonade. You can pre-order the Yuzu Slash PewDiePie Collector's Box now. Get it now. Now's your chance. But you can get the energy tub right away, but it's a limited time only. A lot of people have requested for the return of the Yuzu Slash. It's delicious. I love drinking it in G Fuel. It's a great way to support the channel. I really, really appreciate it. If you guys can check it out, link is in the description. I was genuinely panicking. Like, it's been so frustrated this entire month. Not only because I wanted to show for the video, but I felt genuinely in me like I can do more. I know I can do more. I know I can do better, and I really wanted that to show. So I really did push myself a lot towards the end here, and that's when I bought an iPad. Coming in
I said earlier, I wonder when he's gonna hop onto digital art.
clutch last minute. Super
month
satisfying to draw with a pen
on
on an iPad. But obviously it was way different. So again, it was like a last minute learning curve of me not understanding the program and yada yada yada.
And also it just feels different when you're drawing with a physical pencil. Right where you hit it is where the line shows. But it should work similarly on the tablet, but still feels a little off. Even if it's well calibrated. Calibrated? I can't say that word. But yeah, digital baby.
Go through the last thing I drew, which was on the iPad. So I started off just sketching, and I was still too scared to draw.
Because he does seem to like coloring or seeing colors, but he doesn't actually color that often in his sketchbooks. But it's so easy to start coloring on the iPad.
I drew this, which I thought was going to be amazing, and I ended up really hating it. I think the colors are fun, but I didn't know how to draw hair. I at least tried to draw like a full body, but I was so scared of getting it wrong that I think I just made it look weird. So I practiced drawing hair, but it's just like nothing interesting about it. This is just to try it out. And then I thought, okay, I'm gonna really wow you guys. I started the line work. I tried my best to draw the actual hands. This is gonna be so good.
I like this little bit here, where the hair curls around the finger.
And this is the end result. And I genuinely hate looking at it. I've looked at it so much. It just pisses me off. Even now, I don't want to... In my head, it was going to be so much more, you know? And then you look at it and you're like, oh, cool. That was it, huh? I desperately tried to draw something else because I don't know, like I felt like I could do more, but I kept drawing and I couldn't. Like it just came out looking weird and unsatisfying. This was supposed to be like the most simplest thing ever, like black high contrast with some color. Still, I didn't like it. And I was getting so close to the deadline. I think I have like 20 days left until this video. I drew a full body with perspective, and I thought it came out pretty good. I was okay with this one, but I still felt like I could do more. Actually. So I sketched for a couple...
Definitely adds way more, I guess. I didn't really think about it that much.
Days. And I told myself I'm gonna give one last effort. I have to really like it to actually sketch it. And this is the last thing I drew. I finished it yesterday. Wow. And I think I'm finally happy with it.
He's getting there.
I finally drew clothes that isn't just black, and I actually put some more time into the hair and like making the lines look nice and small little details and having the high contrast light.
Really
maybe it's wrong, but it's there
good.
At least, and I think it makes it more interesting, you know, with some shadows and different pose, you know, all of it. I think I'm finally happy with it. I think for a year progress, yeah. Am I allowed to be happy?
He also transitioned from traditional to digital within that time, but towards the end of it. Perspective is a ladder. I never finished climbing.
It took a lot of paint to get there, you know?
Oh,
like,
it's so crazy.
Let's compare. Day 1.
Day 1.
Day 365.
Phew! That's insane.
I don't know, maybe
Okay, PewDiePie
maybe you
now
guys
go
disagree,
open
but I feel like I
please.
finally beat my 80-day whatever. Ah, this is still better.
I
Oh.
like that one's amazing. What if
I
that was
genuinely
like that
cannot
was
think.
like showing him like a glimpse of the future? His like artist gene just like popped off like out of nowhere, so that he sees like a glimpse of his future and he can keep going.
Thank you guys enough for all the love and support in these with making these videos. It was such a massive encouragement for me to actually continue doing this. I'm the kind of person that love to try different things. I try new things all the time and I really enjoy doing that. But every once in a while, I find something that I really love and I will continue doing no matter what. And I think art might just be one of those things for me. I used to love drawing as a kid and I don't know why I stopped, but I'm so happy to be back doing it.
Life, man.
It feels like I never stopped. I wanted this whole thing also to be inspiring. I want other people to have this experience as well.
Super
people say
inspiring.
that anyone can draw and I truly believe that. And it goes for anything really. Like it's about practice, constant practice, no matter what. It's not rocket science. You put in the work and you get a result for it, hopefully. Like I said, I love to do so many different things. Usually if I try something, people are like, oh yeah, that's cool. Well, watch me do it 100 times better. And it's just kind of like, ah, yeah, I'm just a beginner. But with me drawing, it was genuinely just everyone being encouraging.
It ends with me. This is PewDiePie drawing. Internet artist. I love you. And then what's all this? Minis. But yeah, this must have felt so nice.
And I think that was just amazing. And I really appreciate that. So yes, thank you everyone.
Art.
I'll see you guys in the next one.
Thanks for
Whenever that
sharing
will
your
be.
journey.
I don't know, but it will be.
2 years.
You are not going to believe what the next sponsor is. NordVPN. As you guys know,
Really?
NordVPN, best
2 in
VPN.
1?
There's other VPNs, yes, but VPN,
Your house is
NordVPN
falling
is
apart.
better.
I'm
Obviously, it's more than just a VPN. Nord wants to keep you safe online. I know you diddle. I know you daddle.
The
Nowadays,
best
whether you
is
like it or not, all your
they
stuff is
not
online,
go
alright? Your
online,
games,
so-
your movies, your photos, private info, emails. Don't lose access of that. Maybe one day you get an email and you don't check the sender. You click the link and boom, you're done. And obviously, you can always just check the sender to be double sure, but that's a lot of effort. But with NordVPN's threat protection built-in service
No,
comes
we're
with it.
supposed
They'll
to
keep on a lookout for you for
practice
these sort of
that.
things. When browsing online with NordVPN, all your data stays safe. Behind a wall of next-generation encryption. With strict no-logs policy, your data is as it should be. Your own.
Online.
We're not gonna look at it. I don't want it. And unlock the full potential of the internet with NordVPN, which I am proudly sponsored by. Love VPN. Yeah, I've been using it for years and years. I can highly recommend it. And if you sign up for a 2-year deal, you get an amazing affordable price. But if you use my link in the description, you get the best deal that also now has a Black Friday deal. Because with the 2-year plan, you get 4 months additionally for free. Get it at nordvpn.com/PewDiePie. And with 30-day money-back guarantee, you can just try it out. If you think I've just been yapping this whole time, put it to the test. If you don't like it, all money read back.
Just use this code.
That's not how you phrase that, but I'm going with it. That's nordvpn.com/PewDiePie. Thank you, NordVPN, for sponsoring this video.
Now that we have watched it, I will go back to drawing after more than a year of not drawing.
Maybe